Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Chiefs coming in at 5-9, going up against the Jaguars, who come in at 11-3.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Odd. 3 down. Odd.
All right, now. Black 30. Black, what's that?
57.
The first carry for Leonard Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Fournette. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Set. Black 5. No spacing. Hurry up, let's go. Black 20.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Tight end right.
Hurry up, let's go.
3 down.
2. All right, here we go.
Check. 3 down.
Fournette on the counter. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
All right,
Again, it's Fournette.
Check.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go, here we go. Wide 80.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Keep 15. Keep 15. No. Off.
Fire.
Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left.
Hurry up, here we go.
Hey. 3-19. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Now Webb. And that's complete. It's the Carter-Cooper connection. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame.
Right, here we go.
That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Off play action, it's Webb. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game and establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Well, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Double tight, double tight.
Set! They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Cooper, the man in motion right. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
On second down, McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Detroit!
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Blue 30.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
3 down.
Set!
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger completes it to Lee. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Ready?
Hand off to Fournette. A big hit.
Let's go.
Knocked down sideways. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3
Stop.
down, 3 down.
Black 5. These two. Alert.
Deuce. Kill.
These two.
Hey, turn it up.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not
a
just a big man,
big
a huge
man.
man.
Big boy.
Well, how about to credit them for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Hey, we got 3 down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Like 80.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass the ball a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
4 down.
Here's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They they start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Over. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit.
Now a first down throw. Webb.
Check three.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Webb trying to get him to the line and set quickly.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Tight end left.
Here we go now. Over.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Two times. Hey. You got three.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs' offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Tight end left. Hey.
Here we go now.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Room here to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Hurry up, hurry.
Alert, alert.
Watch you now, Barney, Barney.
To throw, Webb.
Slam.
It's Kelsey on the ground. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Now that's
A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Watch left, tight end to the left.
all right now, lucky 56. Here we go now. All right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Green 30.
Webb now from the gun. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Slam, slam.
What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, Webb. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Watch tight end, tight right, tight right.
Like 30.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down following the run.
Double tight, double tight. Double tight.
All right, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Hey.
Here's a give to Fournette. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, now, like 80.
Fournette running right. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And Myers able to knock it through. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. And the Giants have now taken the lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what I think that factored in. I do. I think that he had that in his mind.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Roethlisberger will throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Set.
Even. 4 down.
Look back.
Now Roethlisberger. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Fournette. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert.
Check 37.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Double tight, double tight.
Now let's go.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Tight, tight, watch left. Tight, tight, watch left.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And
Green,
the wide
39.
out in motion.
Motion, motion, pop, 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 pop.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
To throw on 3rd down. Webb over the middle. Cooper with it. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're trying to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so you don't get an interception and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
Now let's go.
On 1st and 10, Webb to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now again, right side McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Tight right, tight right.
Over. All right, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb trying to fight his tight end Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Play clock winding down.
Black 30, black 5.
Shit.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. McCaffrey, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Tight end right.
Here we go now.
On 1st down, it's Webb. Escaping the pressure right. He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to get that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Webb to throw.
Hey, alert 3.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Yeah, baby.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
In motion now is Lee. They begin with a run by Fournette. Fournette fighting through. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. They'll run it again with Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Okay, baby, I see you.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Tight end's right.
Black 30.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
what's that?
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jags, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers.
Yo, Y'all wanted to run the score up on him so bad. I don't know, this man let it for a net. I don't know.
Struggling.
I forgot he playing.